Thank you.
It's Judy on the radio, building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Welcome to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I want to thank you so very much for giving me the opportunity to serve you one more time for 1 hour. I don't take it for granted at all that you will tune in with us every time. And I want to thank you so very much. You're giving me an opportunity along with my guests to empower you, inspire you, motivate you, and to make an indelible impact upon your life and your mind, to help your faith stretch and go further. So once again, thank you so very much for being here. I don't want you to forget that everything is possible for you to accomplish if you have faith. Matter of fact, you got to see it before you see it, or you never will see it, right? You never will see it. Philippians 4:13 say, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me. So my sisters and brothers, you have to see it, like I said, before you see it, or you never will see it. And guess what? That's real talk. I am Dr. Judy, the host of this amazing and impactful live radio show. And to all of you, thank you again for joining me. I am absolutely excited beyond measures about what you are going to receive today. It is going to be phenomenal. I'm going to highly suggest that you just get a pen and paper, especially my sisters. Sisters, get your pen and your paper. This show is going to bless you. I intentionally get guests who will bless you, who have accomplished, who know what it means to struggle, who know what it means to be successful, and who's still going after it. Okay, so go ahead, do that. Get your pen, your paper, email, text. If you're driving, don't text. All right, just wait a minute. Okay, I want you to say that Ashley. Hey, Ashley. She says she has her pen and paper.
All right.
Two of the greatest. We're glad to have you, Ashley. We had her on not too long ago, and so we are excited. Listen, while you all do that, y'all know I have to do one important thing before I get the show really going, and that is I must say hello to my hero, my Shiro. That's my mama, y'all. And y'all know I have to do that every time I come on. I don't care what I'm doing. I am going to greet my mother first. I am her legacy. I am who I am because of her. And so Mama, I want to say thank you. Good morning. She's not feeling her best this morning. But y'all keep her in your prayers like you always do. I greatly appreciate it. That means the world to me that you are praying for my mama. That means everything to me. And I want to thank you all so very much. She still is my trusted advisor and my mentor. I greatly appreciate her. And so far, she wants everybody to come back who I've had on. So I've been rocking 100. Because she'll say, Judy, you don't need to bring that one back on. That one didn't give us enough substance, or that one didn't speak correctly, or that one did. And she's not talking about the education. She's talking about faith and walking in that. And Mama, I thank you. I thank you for everything you are to me and what you helped me to be. And of course, y'all, I must say hello to the greatest husband in the world for me. He's the only husband for me. Y'all hear what I said? He's the only husband for me. So y'all go figure. All right. So I want to thank you so very much, sweetheart, just for being amazing, your support, your encouragement, and everything. To Priscilla, who are the production team leader, who make this, everything I do, I always tell y'all she make it great. So Priscilla, thank you so very much. And again to you, the greatest audience ever And that's the audience who keep coming back to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I want to thank you once again for being here. Today, I have the honor of having one of the great leading women of our city, the region. She makes things happen. I remember when she first got started with her event things. I remember when before Destiny Center, Pastor Jackson and Lady D, before we got the big building where we are now. Y'all said we, before we got, before we got the big building where we are now. She had a session.
Bible-based business owner.
Bible-based business owner,
yes.
And I attended. And it was at that I'm known her, but it was at that point that she made an indelible impression upon my heart. And as far as leading women, as for women with business and all of that, it was from that point to this that I began to watch. Y'all know Miss Brittany. I began to watch her and just listen and have pointers, and she does my events, and she took the sister girls to
yes.
Where do we go see?
We were at Summerbrook at the pool.
At Summerbrook,
the largest
at the
event.
Pool. She had them to close down.
Yes.
They closed down their place. What you call it?
The pool area.
Yeah.
The private pool area.
Private pool area.
Yes.
And we brought over 300 women out there, and boy, we had a ball. But that's what she does. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to introduce to you. She is the chair of the Women's Business Council of the Big Bend Minority Chamber.
You got it.
She's the lead designer and owner at Touch by Rose Events by Brittany, and boy, she's the church administrator at Destiny Church, Tallahassee, under the leadership of Pastor Clarence and Lady D. Jackson.
Yes.
And so today I am joined by the incredible Miss Brittany Jones. Brittany, welcome to my show.
Thank you, Mama Judy.
I'm so glad to have you here.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know that you're going to bless the women, and we're going to talk about women business owners in the 21st century.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that. But before we do that,
yes.
Now many people know you.
Yes.
Especially in this area.
Yes.
And around. But I want you to introduce yourself to the audience a little bit. Let them hear some more about Miss Brittany.
Yes, thank you so much, Mama Judy. And first of all, I just want to thank you for even having me on your show today. You could have had anybody else, but I'm so honored to be here and to be with your audience as well. So thank you, Mama Judy. And thank you for your inspiration to all of the women here in our community and beyond.
Wow.
But hello, everyone. Yes, I am Brittany Jones, and I'm just honored to be here today to talk to you all. I have been in business for 11 years. I will be celebrating my 12th year in business coming up in August, and I will be celebrating at that time 6 years of full entrepreneurship. So this has truly been a journey, and I thank God for it. And I'm just excited what God has in this season.
And so, Brittany, let's start with this. I know we're going to talk about women business owners in the 21st century.
Yes.
And we're going to really delve into some dialogue. But before we do that, just give them an overview of what that perhaps means.
Yes. So women in the 21st century, I will tell you, Mama Judy, entrepreneurship is still rare, is still fairly new. Okay. You know, even 11 years ago, when I became an entrepreneur, none of my friends were entrepreneurs. I was out there by myself, alone, trying to, figure out this pathway, this journey, because we are in a male dominance world. Mm-hmm. And then stepping into entrepreneurship, it was a world of the unknown. Mm-hmm. And so, praying to God, is this the path that I should take? Is how can I move forward? What should I do? But once you start getting into finding, resources and things of that nature, I think that women in general will be able to really take over in this 21st century.
And I know that it's hard. Being a business owner, I know that it's hard, but tell us some of because we know it's a men-dominated
Right.
field.
Right.
What would you suggest to women who are
Mhm.
even thinking about
Mhm.
starting? Because some people say, "Oh, I can fry chicken real good." So I am going to start me a chicken business.
Yes.
But it might not be time. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yes. So there is a gift inside of everybody.
Mhm.
Okay. And God does want us to use our gifts and our talents.
Mhm.
And He's given us our power to create our own wealth, right?
Mhm.
But it comes with a lot of determination. It comes with a lot of commitment, because I have friends right now that want to be entrepreneurs.
Mhm.
And I tell them, I said, there's no reason why you don't have a business and you're my friend. I tell them straight up. There's no way that you can be connected to me
Whoa.
and not be a business owner. And
Wow.
if you don't want it, I just can't put it on you.
Mhm.
It's something that you have got to want. It's something that has got to be within you. One of the scriptures says, many are called, but few are chosen.
Mhm.
But you got to want to be chosen.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Oh.
people can do this, but it's really got to be in you. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about a business. Okay, all right, you thinking about it? Do you want to do it? You got to take steps. You got to take steps into doing it.
Yeah, and I like that. You got to take steps, because some people, and I go back again, Sister Brittany, they have this dream. I make the best fried chicken. You got 1,000 people out there doing fried chicken.
Yeah.
You got 1,000 people, and so I want you to talk to, because we have all these chicken. I'm just using chicken. I love chicken,
because we do have a lot of chicken in Tallahassee.
Yeah, we got a lot of chicken in Tallahassee, and some of them I go, I'm like, nah, this is not the chicken place.
Right.
I don't like chicken strip, so
Right.
that chicken nuggets, none of those. I like real chicken.
Yeah.
Like the drumstick.
Yeah, me
and
too.
The wing, that little flat part. That little flat part on the wing. Y'all, she'll make that look so pretty. That'd be the best looking. It would be beautiful.
Mhm.
You're like scared to eat it because it's so beautiful. I'm talking about the whole decorum and all of that. But Brittany, we have some who think, and I really want you to talk about. It ain't easy.
Right.
It's not easy. And she just mentioned the process.
Mhm.
I want to say this because sometimes you start and within 1 year, you're not there again.
Right.
Could you give a possibility of why that happens?
So when people start into this entrepreneurship journey, this is what I truly believe, Mama Judy. They start in it on their own. They don't include God in their plans. I got to say that. Because He is really the CEO of our lives. And so when you start this journey, even, because even many years before I became touched by a rose, I was just out here, Brittany party organizer, events by Brittany or Brittany's events. It wasn't until God truly gave me the name of my business. So when you pray about it, and when you take time to put God into the business plan, when you talk to Him about the plans that you want to have, when you pray over the business plan, when you pray over the persons that you connect with and talk with, before you even get into your business, those are some of the very necessary steps that you have to do. Because if you're starting a business and God is not in it from the beginning, I'm sorry to say, I don't think it's going to succeed.
One of the things, audience, that, and many of you have been following the Real Talk with Judy show, one of the things that I want you to hear, every guest that I've had on here, everyone always say, put God first.
Yes.
To consult God, to meet with God, to ask God, to put it by God. I would suggest to you to really do that. Let's put God first in your plan. So you got that idea. As Brittany just told us, all of us have a gift in us. Every single
Everybody.
person
Yes.
was born with a gift. Seek God and ask for direction. And then, Brittany, I'm going to say seek a mentor or a coach before you get started. What do you? I mean, before you get started.
Yes. You know, connect with another business owner. Talk to them. Say, you know, hey, how did you do this? How, you know, what are some of the, ask them the important questions. And I know business owners that are in my world, in my circle, they would love to talk to you. You know, that is what we do, because this is a scary world. This is a very scary world out here. And sometimes the world gets lonely. There are 2 accountability partners that I talk to every day, every other day maybe. But we talk about some of the challenges that we have. If we want to cry, if we want to vent, if we want to just get something out, you have to have also accountability partners when you're going through this, because every day is not going to be, you know, Facebook looks like, oh, we're all happy and everything. But there are challenges, you know, that we face. So it's definitely good to get a mentor. It's definitely good to get some accountability partners. When the roads get rough, you can have somebody to talk to.
Okay, so you got God, you got your mentors,
Yep.
you got your accountability partners in that order.
In that order.
In that order. So you got God, you got your mentors, and you got your accountability partners. And this is before you really put your boots to the ground. I'll be so glad when that song is over.
What a man is that?
Did you see the one where those? I know we're going back to that, but did you see the one that had those men had real fans? They had the square fans.
Yes,
I shared it.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. And so, and I want you all to take note, because I want you to be successful. I want you to make it, and you're gonna have bumps in the road, and it is scary out here. It is, especially for women. And if we can, women, I want to say that if we can stop being in a negative competition with each other, that would help us so much better. You know, it happens all over the world, but Tallahassee ain't big enough, for real. And your city either, wherever you're listening from. But if we can ever just understand that.
Exactly.
We sisters, we got to help each other.
We do. It's no time for competition. It's no time for negativity. It's time for women to rise above and come together. And women are doing that right now. Women are coming together, and in these days, within our political climate, we have to come together even more.
We really do. I'm about to do something shortly. The scripture where Mary and Elizabeth met. Mary was a young woman. Elizabeth was old. Elizabeth had a lot of experience in a lot of things more than Mary, but she didn't have experience in being pregnant. She had never had a baby before. Mary was young and pregnant, so she was doing something that Elizabeth had never done. And Elizabeth, if the old and the young can come together, because there are some things that the young women have that the older women hadn't experienced yet.
Right.
Then there's some things that the older women have that the younger women didn't have. And we come together and make that happen. I'm telling you. So, Brittany, I'm glad to be sitting here with you.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what has been the most, well, before we do that, list some of the challenges that women specifically face. And I know you being even the chair over the Women Council of the Big Bend minority chambers, probably hear a lot from women. You women in business who just, it's hard. And helping women not to quit.
Right. You know, there are times when I think that women are looked over, especially because we are a woman. But I think that women are starting to understand that they know that they have to continue to stay in prayer, and that they know that they have to continue to put themselves in these rooms and at these tables so that way that they can move forward. And then if you can't get a seat at the table, Mama Judy, I think what women are doing now is they're making their own tables and bringing someone along with them, so that way no woman is left behind.
Two very important things, Brittany. One, when you go to the table, be prepared. What? I mean, be prepared.
Be prepared.
I mean, be prepared.
Come with your plate. Come with your utensils ready to eat. You know, because if you're not prepared, someone else is gonna get the job.
Yes. So come prepared, sister. Study. Show yourself approved. Make this happen. Go with a clear voice.
Clear and confident.
Clear and confident.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get a confident voice as women? And y'all listen to this, because this is gonna help you.
Right.
No matter where we are, what we're doing here today is gonna help us.
Clear and confident. Continue talking. Continue talking. And that's why we gotta continue to encourage even our young women and little girls to get up there and do the Easter speeches.
Yes.
So that way when they get up into these big rooms and have to talk in front of people, that they can, and that they are confident in doing it. I remember my granny.
I'm granny's boy.
Oh God, them grannies don't play, you know, and it takes a village to, you know, raise little girls and young women coming up into the future. Just giving, you know, women opportunities, young girls opportunities to be of excellence.
Yes.
And I think that's what, you know, it's like in a sense we're losing that because nobody wants you to talk to their child and things like that. It's okay. I think it's okay for another woman to talk to another woman, even in business, Mama Judy. If, you know, one of my friends is not up to par with something, I'm gonna say, hey, check that out. And you know, we have to check ourselves, because I don't want that friend going out somewhere else, you know, presenting something bad and then they're my friend.
Oh, come on.
So I think continuing being clear and confident, you know, with our friends, and that's why we have, you know, these relationships with each other.
And so Brittany has mentioned, I think about 3 times. Number one, Brittany, you stated that there's no reason why people who are your friends,
right,
or who hang around you are not in business
at all.
You said that. You said there's no reason why one of your friends should not be don't have it together.
Right.
Because you're not going to let that be.
At all.
Do y'all hear this? We have a responsibility to each other. If someone is in your circle, there's no reason why they should be failing.
At all.
At all. Because number one, whatever you have, you should be sharing with your friends.
Yes.
And you should be truthful. Am I right?
Truthful. But now the receiver has to be able to take this constructive criticism as well. We have to be open to receiving. I think because, you know, in leadership and, you know, women in business, women in entrepreneurship, we are passionate. We work hard for what we do.
Right.
So we take pride in our work.
Right.
But if your friend approaches you about something, you got to take it in with love.
Yes. And as we're giving it, we can't go in and talk about, look, Brittany, I know you think you are hilarious, but every time, you always got about 10 dead flowers.
Right.
No, there's a way. There's a way you do it, because we're friends, and we want to make it happen. But however, at the same time, for all of us, we don't want to see each other fail. We don't want to see each other fail. I look at my sister Carolyn with the daycare, and my mom ran a child development center for 45 years. You know, and she's not in the best of health, but she still got her. But she talked to Ashley. She talked to Dr. Brown, Rita Brown. Because she want and she see herself as the best.
Right.
the best that she's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So why not talk to people that you admire, who are doing what you wanted, who are at a place
Right.
where you see yourself gonna be.
Right.
And you can't be intimidated. She would never, because she got me working, and I'm like, we about to find us some old people. We're gonna get us some more help. But she's passionate about it, Brittany.
Mm-hmm.
So why not sit down with Ashley? You don't
Exactly.
why not sit down with Rita Brown? You're not trying to be in competition.
Exactly.
You know, Mother Shirley Pittman over there who runs Greg James, their daycare, they're not in competition.
Right.
And she wants to know. And my mama taught us, if somebody got what you want, in a place where you want to be, go ask them how they got there.
Exactly. Because, like, again, everybody has their own unique talents and gifts.
Yes.
And I know that, Ashley, I talk to Ashley probably every day, every other hour. And, we challenge each other as well.
That's what it should be.
If Ashley is not sharp in the area, I'm going to tell her. If I'm not sharp in the area, she's going to tell me, even though I try to wiggle my way out. But but no, seriously.
Like not returning my call.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, but we're not going to get that. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. Uh-oh. But yeah, we do challenge each other because, as even though Ashley and I, we are not in the same arena with, jobs and things like that, but we can challenge each other to be better. And it's good to have friends like that to challenge you, because you don't want someone that's just like, oh, you just let you go.
Oh, come on. Come on. I don't want those friends from me. I mean, they would not be in that inner circle.
Right.
They're not in there.
Right.
Because you need people who, and I watch you all. Y'all kind of like me and I call y'all my girls. My girls, and they're watching whatever I'm doing. They're watching. But they also give feedback.
Mm-hmm.
They give feedback, and Carolyn called me Boo, Danette called me Pooh. They both call me Pastor J.
Yes.
But to ask for feedback, what do you all think I could have done better?
Mm-hmm.
How could I have handled that better?
Yes.
Kimmy, even when she was helping me with my book,
yes.
She looked at it, and I mean, I sent her some stuff that I thought was real good.
Mm-hmm.
She was real nice about it.
And she kind of
switched it up and said, maybe let's look at it like
But she wanted the best.
She wanted the best.
She wanted the best for you.
She wanted the best.
Because she's the best at what she does.
Look at here.
So she's got to give you the best as well.
And ladies, that's what we have to understand.
Mm-hmm.
If a person is best at what they do, you got to pay attention. Kelly can run that daycare like nothing. I can't run it. Mm-hmm. And when she had me there, she might as well be there because I'm calling her every and then there's a certain rapport you have to have with the parents, you have to have with the children, you have to have with ELC, you have to have with this.
It's a lot.
I don't have it. Mm-hmm. Not in that arena.
Right.
But she does. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking her, sometimes we sit, I'm like, so how do you do this?
Right.
I'm not intimidated.
Right.
We can't do that in this 21st century. Brittany just told us sometimes we might not have a seat at the table because we're a woman.
Right. We can
we make our own table.
That's right.
What does that look like?
Ooh. That's rough.
Y'all hear her now? Listen.
That's rough. Because we have to make our own tables. Once again, we're going back to being clear and confident. Mm-hmm. Going back to be clear and confident. And there's I wrote this scripture down specifically because I wanted to make sure I shared that today. Mm-hmm. When we're trying to create our own table, Mama Judy, it's a scary thing. But God will not leave us. When He's giving you something, He's not going to leave you with it. And I think that's one thing that we get scared with. We want God to give us steps. He's going to give you step one, right? Mm-hmm. Create the table, okay? Mm-hmm. But then, you want Him to give you step 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we know that's not what God does because He wants us to have our own faith, okay? And so that goes into Psalms 32:8, where, and I wrote this one down, it says, I will stay close to you, instructing and guiding you along the pathway for your life. I will advise you along the way and lead you forth with my eyes as your guide. And that's so powerful,
Wow.
because when we create that table, God is never going to leave us, and he's going to guide us with his vision. And we know that he has perfect vision.
Mhm.
So it's just that you got to stay at the table, because during that road of creating your own table, it's going to get, the plate is going to get empty,
Mhm.
right? Might not be any meat on that table, but you got to keep going out. You got to keep showing up. Keep showing up. Don't be scared to go to the networking events. You don't know who you're going to meet. Don't be scared to go to that to the friends event, because other people are going to be there and whatnot. Don't be intimidated by who's in the room.
Mhm.
Going back to being clear and confident. God will never leave you. He just wants to see that you have the faith to do what it is that you said you're going to do.
I hope y'all writing that down. Jennifer said that y'all know Jennifer made the best cupcake.
Jennifer!
She made the best cake. She made the best cupcake. She made the best spoon that you could eat after she put the batter in the pan.
Yes.
That girl is good.
Yes.
And put back up there, Priscilla. She said God used you, Brittany, about 6 years ago.
Wow.
To activate her faith to start her business full
Wow.
time.
Wow.
And for those, I don't know, many of you follow Jennifer. I know y'all eat the cake, because sometimes you go and Piggly Wiggly, they gone. I had to call her one time and ask her, did you put in more cakes in here? Certain restaurants I like to go to, because they have her cakes.
Yeah.
They have her desserts.
Yeah.
But she never would have gone. She didn't have someone to push her.
Right. I remember that phone call to this day, Jennifer. And I just kind of got chills over that again, because it does take one another to support one another. And it is a scary feeling to do this. And I remember when I called her, and I said, she was the very first person I called, because we had just had a Bible-based business owner session at Destiny. And I said, Jen, I did it. I walked away. And I started this business full time. I'm like, what am I doing? And, not long after that, Jen, and she was in her office, in her finance office. And not long after that, she called me and told me she did the same thing. I said, let's go. Let's do it. Wow. And so that's, and Jen and I, we still talk. We'll text each other here and there. We're both, busy doing our work and everything like that. But we still encourage each other today, because I know it's not easy what she's doing.
Right.
The largest selling baked cheesecake person there is.
All kind of cakes.
All kind of cakes.
That's why when I go to the doctor next week, I'm gonna put it on her. I'm gonna tell my doctor.
That's good.
I'm gonna take my doctor a piece of Jennifer cake. I'm saying, taste this, doc, and she gonna taste it. I'm saying, that's the reason. That's the reason. Exactly. Right there. But the girl made the best cupcakes and stuff.
Yes, she does.
One of the reasons why I did the Leadership Academy, because I wanted the people to know that there's a leader in them. When I look at people who have graduated from this academy and going places, the network, right? You know her, who's always with me.
Yes.
That girl, well, she's an engineer, but she's in a male-dominated field for real. Mm-hmm. And I remember having talks, and she said, I know I deserve better than this. I know I deserve better. I should just keep building.
Yes.
Keep studying.
Yes.
Ask those men questions.
Yes.
Ladies, it's going to help you. Make them feel like they just a champion. I done told the men our secrets.
Uh-oh.
But make them feel like they so smart, it's ridiculous. Find out, ask them what they do.
Right.
Respect them.
Right.
Don't go there. She didn't do it today, right here today, April 22nd. Yesterday was her 50th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
But right here today, she is commander chief up there.
Wow.
They respect her
Wow.
From the legislators,
Mm-hmm.
that's Republican and Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
She has the highest respect
Wow.
of men and women,
Wow.
black and white.
That's what I'm talking
They
about.
ask for her.
Mm-hmm.
And when she goes to the table,
Mm-hmm.
she goes with such intelligence. She's always prepared.
Yes.
She's steady.
Yes.
And she don't show up to work late.
Right.
She's always dressed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you.
And ready.
And ready.
Mm-hmm. Clear and confident.
Clear and confident.
Mm-hmm.
When she worked for over there, Department of somebody, she was in control. When we had all these hurricanes,
Mm-hmm.
she was in control
Mm-hmm.
of all the communication system.
Mm-hmm.
The whole state of Florida
Right.
came through her.
Wow.
Even the head people.
Amazing.
But she learned.
Mm-hmm.
Leader extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
One of the top black female engineers for the state of Florida.
Wow.
But she carried herself so humble.
Right.
And guess what she keeps before her? God.
At the top.
God.
At the top.
God.
Absolutely.
And so women, if we can just stick together, and I don't have these shows just to have them. I'm not coming on the radio just to come on.
Right.
There's a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And that purpose is to get you to meet people like Brittany and the people that I bring on. After here, I expect y'all to contact her. Somebody to say, Brittany, how do I do this?
Yes.
How do my business, I have a business, but it's not flourishing like I want. What do I do?
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do I handle this?
Mm-hmm.
She's over the women council or the Big Ben chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Call and talk to her.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Women, it is our time.
It is our time.
In this 21st century.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice would you give to, or either what do you see as the biggest opportunity for women entrepreneurs in this 21st century?
Mama Judy, I think that there is so much opportunity to just go get it. Okay? There are so many, as an entrepreneur, the definition of entrepreneur is to take risk. If we're not willing to take the risk, we're not going to be able to get anything. That's what an entrepreneur is. And, going back to the beginning, when I said that there is a gift in everyone, continue to develop that gift, continue to work at that gift. I wasn't, even in my own gift that I have within my business, I still work at it every day. I'm still learning. I'm still striving so that I can, someone might say, Brittany, you're great. No, I want to be better. I want to be better. So there are opportunities to do it, but you just got to get started. You got to get started. And because if you never start, that opportunity will never be there for you.
And I would say, now just don't jump out in the ship, because
Okay,
I told you. Go ahead, but I'll let you handle it. I told you it's scary out here.
It is scary. And like I said, you got to start with God. You got to start with God. And there are so many resources out here for you. As we talked about the Big Ben Minority Chamber, connecting with women. There's another chamber, Capital City Chamber as well, connecting with other great individuals. And then also there is the SBDC, yes, Small Business Development Center at FAMU with Ms. Tangela Lofton. And those services are free. So that's why I say it's too many resources out here.
Okay. Did y'all hear her? They're FREE.
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 Too many resources
so
out
go
here.
Get it.
Yes.
Study.
Yes.
Prepare.
Yes.
You just can't start. So people say, I'm going to be an Uber driver,
Mm-hmm.
Lyft driver. I heard people making some good money off of that.
Mm-hmm.
But listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to prepare.
Right.
You got to dream. Right. Habakkuk 2, write the vision. Write what you see.
Make it plain.
Make it plain. Make
Right.
it huge. To write what you see.
Right.
Don't just jump up. I'm going to start. There's a lady. I put it on my Facebook page. Now she got this big Cadillac.
Mm-hmm.
The big Cadillac truck.
Mm-hmm.
And she was driving for Uber and Lyft, and she kept learning it. learning it. She's in Miami, got a high school education. She wear a tuxedo. She was sharp, and she wear a tux black. She driving for big people.
Wow.
Big people.
Wow.
I think she said $175,000 a year.
Whoa. 175?
107. I was like, snap. And see, it's stuff like that. Don't go jump out there and go.
Yeah. It takes time.
It takes time. But wouldn't it be nice if you can look her up, send a letter,
right,
send a question,
right.
My sister Tanya, she write everybody. Oprah, and I forgot she got 2 big people who now respond to her, and she started a business called I forgot that quick, but it helped. It's the swimwear stuff and fine size.
Okay.
And she talked to them. They're investing.
Wow. Okay.
Because she showed her product. But guess what? She had other women.
Right. Write a vision, make it plain.
Put that vision out there. They'll help you rewrite it.
Right. Exactly.
They will help, because I promise you, I believe, Brittany, you could. I believe that we have more women who want to see other women win. Absolutely. Than we have who want to see women lose. Right. Right. That's what I believe. I believe that we have more women who really want to see women win, and they will clap for you. Yeah. So I want to say this to you: stop thinking everybody's against you. Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. There are more people in your corner than you know. Yes. But you gotta, I have people, Mama Judy, that will tell me about their 9 to 5 and how they really want a business and how they're 9 to 5, how they're so frustrated. I tell them every time they say that they're frustrated with their job, continue to use that frustration in your business plan. Take that time, take that energy, that same energy, because right now we're wasting time. You telling me about this frustration. Use that to keep developing your business plan. Talk about the business plan. Yes. So your business plan is so important, especially when you're wanting maybe some investors to invest into you, or other supporters to support you, or even, that's what the Bible tells us, write the vision, make it plain. You need to write your business plan so that way you can project what it is that there are so many different developments, your finances, who's going to do this part, who's going to do that part. What are your projections over the next, few years? It's things that you don't even think about. That's true. So, and I really love the Canva model business plan, because it really what model? Yeah, it's called the Canva model. Canva model. Yep. And CANVA model. The Canva model. Okay, y'all listen to that. Go get it. Yep. I like that model. It's different because it allows you to really it allows you to continue working in it. It's interchanging. Okay. So once again, you got to start somewhere. And that's one of our biggest, we talked about opportunities. Everybody can sit down and do that. You just got to take the time to actually do it. Okay. And y'all, it's investment. It's an investment in you. It's an investment in you. And I'm back to the chicken. You want to start a chicken business? Volunteer at some of these places where they're having things. That's right. Volunteer to bring the chicken. That's right. Just volunteer. That's right. They're giving out. They're having a big event. Volunteer. Call the host and ask, may I bring some chicken? Put your name up there. Give them the card. That's the greatest advice, Mama Judy. That's the greatest advice. That's what I started out doing. Just taking little flowers here, little flowers there, little balloons here, little balloons there, until you can, continuing to just build your brand, because you want someone to, advocate for you. So definitely just start doing things small until you can get to doing, the bigger things that you want to do. And I'm apt to say over 99% of the people from Life Changers who have a business, they started at Life Changers. They
Yes.
practice and
Yes.
practice
Yes.
at your church.
Yes.
Offer your service.
Oh my goodness.
Do your, and because that's where I can look at probably all of them, 100% of them who started business,
Right.
started right there at Life Changers.
Yes. Yes. The
If it
church
weren't for
is
Life Changers, some of them wouldn't have their business as good because they practice on us.
right.
I did too.
Right.
You know, with my leadership, my speaking, everything. That's why I give back to my church so much.
Yes.
Because, and I know you do too. That's why you give back, because if it wasn't for that church, for Life Changers, some of them, but they perfected their skills. The ones who would. Now, Antonio Witherspoon, who's our assistant pastor, he's now the university register for FAMU.
Amen.
He is the registrar.
Yes, I saw that announcement.
And the president and the provost, they depend on him.
Yes, for his skill set. But he learned. He went through the leadership program. He went, and we taught him to write progress report. We did a lot of stuff, and so many people say we were before our time, which we were. But God kept giving it to us, giving it to us. He said that we were a church of leadership, so we perfect people. We don't expect any member of Life Changers to do a half-done job. Right.
On their job.
Right.
Anywhere. We expect you to be top.
Right.
And if you're not, you got a problem with that.
We demand excellence, and that's what it should be.
Yes.
Even in the church. And I'm so glad you talked about that, because the church is marketplace ministry.
Come on.
And so if you're not connected to a church, we already have 2 great churches you can come to right here.
Right here. 2 great churches.
Yes.
LaShawn said 2 of her favorites.
Yes,
LaShawn, you are definitely
that's right.
one of our favorites.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
United Partners Human Service, and we're going to get her on here because, well, she's done been on my show several times because she has the wealth of knowledge to get these.
Yes, she does.
And another big hub of coming together. You got to invest in yourself.
Yes. You got the UPHS under LaShawn, now her leadership, and Justin there. They have so many different sessions and opportunities for you to learn and continue to grow, your business, especially with that in that non-for-profit sector. You got to show up. You got to go to these things. People got to know that you're into business.
They got to know that you believe in your own stuff.
Exactly.
You got to show up for you. That book is available.
There you go.
That great book,
I like that.
That great book, Show Up For You, is still available. It's available. And you can go ahead and get it on Amazon, or you can go to that website, www.showupforyou, and order your book.
I like how you put that in there.
You like how I throw it in there all the time.
I like that.
In there all the time. But y'all, that's what it's about. We're women and we're business owners, or you can be a business owner. You can be an entrepreneur.
You can.
Is there a difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur?
This is the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same
Because I just wanted y'all to hear that. That somebody, I'm a business owner, I'm not an entrepreneur. That means you don't know what you're doing.
It's kind of like the tomato. I mean, I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. Same thing.
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Yeah. And so, please, and LaShawn got a conference coming up. July 15th and the 16th.
Yes.
A good time for networking.
A great time.
Great time. Come out the first night. That networking.
Right, the
reception night.
Yes.
At awards night and all of that. And then come, it costs. It costs. But you got to invest in yourself. You got to spend money somewhere. Brittany, talk about that money piece. Oh man, all my time is almost up. That just went fast.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you, that's why I have Sister Girls Network. Because Sister Girls Network, what we do, we bring all of the businesses, like the Women Big Bend Council, the Women Council of Big Bend Chambers, Capital City Chambers, on the Katrina Tuggerson, beautiful church, always offering. Y'all take advantage of the stuff that's being offered. It's some good stuff that's offered.
It's some really good stuff.
We have some good things offered in Tallahassee. You all have done well, and so my sisters make it happen. But what Sister Girl does, they bring all the business, women business together, under one big hub. And yes, we eat, we have fun, but then we sit down and we want to hear from some of these leading women
Mm-hmm.
so they can talk to, because you have women council on the Big Ben Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got whoever does Katrina's women council, if they have one, who does that. Then you got working class women, you got this, and you got all of these stuff. So you come together, you hear from the head
Yes.
of those.
Yes.
And sometimes they may, different women say different things. It's kind of like when you at home, or even with your pastor sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Your pastor be preaching, and then you get a stranger come in saying the exact same thing
Yeah.
that your pastor say,
Yeah.
and you act like you ain't never heard it before.
Oh, I listen to my pastor.
Maybe you ain't never heard it. Whoa! That ain't nothing new, you not heard that.
That's right. That's right.
So let's take advantage of this.
We gotta take advantage of all the opportunities.
Brittany, what would you say are some common misconceptions about women in business?
I think some of the misconceptions are that women, women are not going to be able to stay at the top.
Wow.
When we get there, we're going to be up there for a bit and then we're coming down. No, we are definitely here to stay, and we are here to stay at the top.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned from working with women, period?
I would say some of the biggest lessons that I have learned is to be transparent.
Okay.
Be transparent, be very vulnerable, and know your safe space. I think those are some of the biggest things. Know who you're working with, know who your circle is. I think those are some of the biggest takeaways there for me.
Okay. What advice would you give to your younger self if you could talk to your young Brittany? If you could talk to young Brittany, what would you tell your young Brittany?
My young Brittany, there is a family quote that my family uses. Shout out to my mama and daddy, Grammy and granddaddy. I know they're watching right now. But this was a quote that, and my brother and my kids even know it, because my son even texts me, Mama, what was that quote that you always said? And I wish that I would have even known this sooner, but success does not come to you. You go to it. And I wish that I would have known that even sooner. And that was a quote by world-renowned African-American educator Marva Collins. And so my family came upon that, and that just really resonated with me because, success doesn't come knocking on our door. It's something that we have to work at.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is powerful.
Yes.
That is powerful. Wow. Brittany, I want to thank you so very much for this time on the show and what you've given to us, to me, to the audience. And I always go back and take notes. I try to write stuff while I'm listening, getting somebody who can do that. I had a young girl, she would write while we're talking, but so we can capture these notes and stuff. But I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
Yes, ma'am.
That's another thing y'all got. Y'all got some busy schedules.
Yes. Headed right now to go do the PACE event. They're having a big fundraiser tonight at Parkview. And PACE is a wonderful organization under the leadership of Dr. Haywood. So headed to go get that set up now.
Ooh, look at it. I mean, she's going, and that's what you want to be. That's what you want to be. And I want to commend you because you never stop serving destiny.
Yes.
You have been with your church for
10 years now.
10 years.
Yes.
And you have never stopped serving. I don't care what. You to stop and go serve your church.
Yes.
And I want to say, may God forever bless you, continue to pour his blessing upon you. I thank you. Tell them where they can contact you.
Yes, you can contact me via my website, and that's www.tbarevents with the S. And you can also contact me on social media, of course, and that's Touch by Rose Events by Brittany.
And y'all, she's always smiling. Now, when she's real busy, she be smiling, but she be pushing you out the way. So I want to thank you, Brittany, so very much for being here.
Yes.
Thank you. You poured into us today.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you. And soon I will have my round table and I will have some more women. I mean, I just see so much that we'll be doing.
There's so much to be said within this business world.
And guess who sit down with me? That down LaShawn and Justin.
Yes.
LaShawn, Justin, Carolyn, and Danette. We sit down and we pull that thing together. But I want to thank you. I want to thank y'all. Y'all. Again, happy birthday, Danette. She celebrated her 50th birthday yesterday. I want to say happy birthday to you. She's doing some great things. I want to say, what else? What do we got? Oh, happy Easter. And y'all keep everybody in prayer. You got FSU and their families.
Right.
All of those people suffering. The whole city was affected by that.
Yes.
And we do not want to forget that.
At all.
Tonight at 6 p.m., they are having a memorial for Lori Page at Delta AME Church. Mm-hmm. So keep her mom and family in prayer as well, as that was a tragic ending. Not what we was expecting, a warning, but it did happen. But let's keep her mom and family in prayers. And I say this to you, no matter what you do, no matter what's going on, if you know Judy Mandrell is praying for you, know that I love you. And I really want the best for you. And guess what? Ain't nothing you can do about it. That's real talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.